check out our Ancona ducks. We are here today to do a quick video on how to incubate their eggs in an incubator. This closest fella to us, that's our Drake. He's a chocolate and white, and he's 4 lovely ladies at the back. So we'll pop in, check out our incubator and how we go from this to some adorable ducklings. I'm going through how we've been incubating our duck eggs. So we have the King Suro Max 20. It's a great little incubator. It's on a cradle system, so it just rocks back and forth. I think it rotates every 40 minutes or so. So, you know, it's turning out pretty well. This is our second attempt at incubating duck eggs. Our first attempt, we got 9 out of 12 hatch, and I think 2 of them were infertile. So, you know, that's a pretty good success rate. If you Google incubating duck eggs, the success rate is kind of terrible. So I did freak out a little bit after I'd started, but this incubator seems to be doing a marvelous job. Now the temperature we've chosen is 37.7. The humidity, it does fluctuate throughout the day, but it does say 45 at the moment, but I have set it on about 50% humidity. Now my first incubation, I did set the humidity a lot higher, and it did, yeah, my air sacs were a little bit small on my eggs, smaller than they should have been at day, you know, what, 18 or so. But it's okay. If you get the humidity wrong, it's not a big drama. You can just compare your air sac size, and you can adjust your humidity up and down accordingly. So yeah, so that's a fixable error, so don't freak out too much. Temperature is probably the main thing you need to be concerned with. So 37.7 for us. Now, we have 4 rows of duck eggs in our incubator. It's got these little dividers that you can pull in and out. So they're great. So there's extra dividers. If you do chicken eggs, you will fit more chicken eggs in than duck eggs. Now, last time I had all of our duck eggs on their side, and as I said, great success rate. This time I have popped a few up just to compare any differences and if we can get a few more in. Not that we probably need a few more in. I think when we had the 9 hatch in here, it was pretty full, so I don't know that I'd want more than that. So, but yeah, so that's the incubator we're using. Okay, so we have just taken the lid off our incubator, and this is the inside setup. Now we are going to just candle an egg or 2, and then I'll do the rest on my own, because you probably don't need to see me doing the process over and over again. Now, I read a lot about candling and stuff like that. Lots of people look for veins and everything. For me, I found the easiest thing was when you pick up an egg, they said if you turn it around and you kind of get like a half and half look. So if half is dark and half is light, then they should be fertile. So that's what we're going to look for here. Now I'm on day 12 at the moment, and on day 12 for the duck eggs, a good little hint that I was told was every day for 10 minutes, I've got my alarm set, you take off the incubator lid, give them a bit of a spray with some water, wait 10 minutes, spray them again, and put the lid back on. So you don't do that with your chicken eggs, but for the duck eggs, I don't know if it works or if it doesn't work, but we did it last time and it worked. So now we're destined to do that forever. So candling. Now, hopefully, yeah, there we go. So you can see how can you see how it's half dark and half light? So that means that that one is fertile. There we go. So that's what I look for when I'm candling my eggs. So that's pretty good. So yeah, so all the green ones in there, they were the ones that I did last time. Good success rate. The ones with the black bloom, they're from my new ducks, some Anconas, but I'm not sure how fertile the boy is. So when we sneak back in, we might not have as many eggs, but I'm blaming my duck and not the incubator. Okay, thank you. Okay, so I've just finished candling all our eggs. Now, as I suspected, my new boy may be not up to the job yet. So I've got 12 eggs left in the incubator, which are the eggs that I purchased, and they're a khaki Campbell cross. They are all fertile and going great. And as I said before, it's the half dark, half light when you candle the eggs. Now, I'm going to show you the ones from my ducks, which are a bit of a failure, but I'm sure he's still just learning. So Okay, so this one here, you can see there's no dark patches, there's no veins, so it's completely see-through, I guess. So yeah, there's just not that definition of color that you would have seen in the fertile eggs. So yeah, that just shows you bad eggs. So at this stage, I'm going to toss out all those infertile ones, and we're just going to leave the fertile eggs in there. All right, we are on day 25, which is 3 days before the eggs are supposed to hatch. So that means we're about to go into lockdown. So lockdown is when we stop spraying our eggs, we close the lid, we open the vent all the way, and we just pray. So we need to leave it closed no matter what happens. We need to wait for all the eggs to hatch. Obviously some might not hatch, but yeah, you cannot open it if the eggs have started to hatch, because that does risk the hatchlings. So keep it closed until they're all out, or at least you can see no pipping, and the hatchlings will last in here for 24, 48, even 72 hours if you really have to. So yeah, don't stress out, they'll be fine. Now when we're going into lockdown, we are currently on 37.7 and about 50%. We are going to drop that. Now that I've taken the lid off, it's dropping anyway, but we are going to change our settings to 37.2, and our humidity, we're going to take it up to 70%. I have taken mine off the cradle system, so for lockdown you don't want any movement. So if yours is on an automatic turner, you need to turn off your automatic turner. You want to take out your little dividers here, so our eggs can do what they need to, and our duckies have lots of space. You are going to give it one last spray. Okay, put that lid on, and as I said, just wait. So 3 days from now, hopefully we've got lots of duckies hatching out. So hopefully this has given you a lot of information on if you want to do this yourself. And you may have noticed that yes, we are in our pantry because this is the best place I could decide to put our incubator. The laundry's going to get too hot with the fluctuations with putting the dryer on. Outside of our pantry, we also have the aircon on, and we also have the toddler out there, so slightly risky. So yes, for us, we've decided the pantry is the way to go. So hopefully we'll see you back in a minute, and we've got some duckies. Oh, it's our first ducky. What is it? Oh, ducky. Hey, ducky.